Hey, this is Judgment here with 3-Day Respawn, and I'm playing Homefront, and I'm on the map Borderlands playing Team Deathmatch, and I'm going to be sniping. Unfortunately, I picked the wrong class to do it, and I've got my M16 silenced, which I'm really starting to like, but it's not the gun I wanted, so I'm going to have to wait till I die to get my sniper out. Now, when I'm playing this map, I like to either snipe or I like to hunt snipers. And if I'm hunting snipers, I go with an SMG or an assault rifle and just run around to the rooftops and everything and kill them while they're shooting other people. And but this map, like I said, I'm going to be sniping. And here's a mistake I made. I had the guy in my sights and I only pulled the trigger once. A good thing to do when you're sniping is to double tap it. Now, it doesn't work there, but normally it will. So try that out. You know, you got to apply it to different situations. If a person's running across the map, you don't want to double tap it. You want to shoot them, try and lead them, and shoot them again. But if a person's standing still or not moving that much, just try that double tap, quick fire. Now, that building that I'm looking at right there, that's the main building, and that building always has a lot of action going on it, so that's a good place to snipe people. Now I got two guys over here, and there I do the double tap and get one. I'm not sure what this guy is doing. He must be trying to jump up on top of something. There are so many things in this game that you can jump up on. And it seems like every time I line up on the guy, he jumps in a different place. And the double tap's not working on that guy right there. Alright, and as I'm trying to pick that guy off, I see another guy and he starts shooting at me. So I'm going to sneak around here and double tap him, take him out. And I see this guy crawling. Now, I haven't had any luck shooting through things. No matter how thick they are or what, you think you'd be able to shoot through some things. But I just patiently wait for that guy, and I'm able to take him out. Now, the one thing you want to be careful of, when you're sniping, try not to stay in the same area because you will have somebody, obviously, that's going to come hunt you down. That's what I do when somebody snipes me, so try and move around. And I don't do such a good job with that, and I think a guy eventually gets me. Now, there's that main area again, and besides the roof, there's this front area, and I see somebody there that I'm able to take out, and I think I'm going to see somebody else. I move back a little bit, sure enough, looks like somebody, but yeah, I get taken out. And that's what I was talking about moving around. You know, as soon as you shoot, you're going to show up on the radar. So, you know, try and get a couple kills and then move. That would be my advice. Now, I don't know if you can hear the talking in the background. But that guy talking right there is my dad. And he just got killed by a guy on White Castle. So I'm playing with like 4 or 5 friends, and we're all talking, which is kind of unusual for Homefront, and that's unfortunate because communication is so huge. You know, to know where people are at and whatnot, we're always feeding each other information. And I know, you know, we're not even the best players or not even close, but our communication kind of helps us even the playing field. Because so many people in this game don't talk. You know, if you're looking for some people to play with, head on over to 3-Day Respawn. The community there is great. Just sign up for there, make a post. They've got a group for Homefront. You just sign up for that group, leave your gamer tag, and we'll add you to the list. But, alright, there's a guy, and I managed to pick him off there. I'm not sure why he was jumping up in the air. But there's another. So I'm going to get a couple kills and move. Sometimes I do a good job moving, sometimes I don't, and I always end up paying for it when I don't move. You know, you only have to move, though, if your friends aren't around you. If you've got people backing you up and you kind of are holding an area, then you don't have to worry about it too much. But if you're by yourself, then you got to be careful. Now, I'm going up on the main building where I had been sniping people off of before. And this is a building that's really good to snipe off of because it's so big, so you get lots of angles for different people. You can see the White Castle roof, the Hooters roof, you know, the other roofs, and so you can shoot, you know, I like to shoot a couple people down here and then move to the other side and shoot a couple people. But the one thing that you got to remember about this roof is, you know, it is popular, so you're going to have a lot of people hunting snipers and coming up there, so there's a good chance you're going to get shot in the back. Now, one of my friends told me that there was somebody on White Castle, and sure enough, there they are. and I'm able to take him out. And so I said back, hey, got one on White Castle, and then he said, no, there's two. So I got the second one, and then I saw a third one. Most of these rooftops, you'll find multiple snipers up there, and that makes it fun when you're hunting them. There's no claymores that you have to worry about or anything like that, and very rarely are they watching the ladder. Do they have somebody watching the ladder? So a lot of times, I'll sneak up there and stab them in the back, and when you stab somebody in the back, you actually get bonus points for that. So hunting snipers, that's a pretty rewarding thing. Now in Black Ops, I never snipe, but for some reason I love to snipe in this game, and maybe it's just because the maps are bigger or they kind of lend themselves to sniping or whatnot, but it's just fun, and you can be pretty effective doing it. Now, the only hard thing about sniping is when somebody's running like that. It's really hard to take somebody down at a distance. It's one thing if they're closer, and maybe I just need to practice. Alright, now here in a second I'm going to get marked by a parrot drone, and when you see those things, man, make sure you take them out. Sure enough, as soon as I get marked, I get taken out by somebody throwing a grenade up on me. So take those out. With a sniper, you can take them out with 2 shots, and it's pretty easy, especially the further off they are, the easier it is to take those things down. And when you take those things down, you get the same amount of battle points for a regular kill for doing that, and it's pretty easy. Now I'm heading up to that same roof, which probably isn't the smartest thing to do, because I'd killed a number of people up there, so people know that somebody's sniping from that. So I probably just should have went to a different area and sniped from there, but we'll see how it turns out. I know I've got my friends on Hooters and White Castle, so I'm going to move down to the other end and check that side.
Whoa, 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 here's the tank.
And I see somebody running, and I'm able to take him out. Oh, and there's a guy with an SMG, sure enough. I didn't last very long up there. Now, as I'm spawning in, I notice that there's one guy close here on the left, but I've got 2 teammates that are pretty close by him. So I'm going to head over to the right, because that's where the most people were. And I thought I saw one down by the street here. And sure enough, now that building's right by the main building, and a lot of people like to lay on that roof and snipe from there down the street. But going back to that roof incident where I just got killed, when you have a sniper, try and find an assault rifle to pick up for your secondary for just those situations, because if you're trying to go against a guy with an SMG or an assault rifle with a sniper, most times you're going to lose. I've been successful a couple times, but most times not, and for some reason I can't do anything with a pistol. So pick yourself up an assault rifle or something laying on the ground and carry it as your secondary. Alright, so I hear something above me, but it's a friendly buzzard, and right now I'm just trying to find somebody because I'm getting close on points, and that just put me over. And there I see an enemy buzzard, and I think that's what I was hearing before. Shoot those things down. Your sniper rifle will take them down, and the parrot drones as well. It's easy points to get. Alright, right now I'm trying to kill myself, and that's fail number 1. I see a guy running, then I see another guy running, and I try and take him out, and I fail there. There's fail number 2, and I'm going to come along and try to get him with my pistol. And there's fail number 3. And the only thing I was successful there doing is killing myself. So now I can spawn in with my Apache. And the Apache is a beast in this game. It's great for taking out vehicles. It's great for taking out people. You're going to kill everything with it. But it's pretty easy to be taken down. Now, one thing you want to remember when you're flying that Apache is constantly be moving. You do not want to stay still. And right there, I stay still and I get nailed. And that's going to do some serious damage to me. So make sure you just keep moving. It's sometimes hard to try and find people when you're the pilot, If you spawn in as a co-pilot, though, you get thermal imaging, and it's a little bit easier to pick people out. So if you have the opportunity, spawn in with the Apache, and you'll get some nice kills with it. And you see right now I'm smoking, so I'm in trouble, so I want to make sure I keep moving around. Now luckily, you know, my teammates are feeding me information and telling me where they're at. Like he just told me they're on White Castle, so I'm gonna head over there and take it down. Now something with the Apache, you know, sometimes there'll be scout helicopters out there. The Apache will lock onto them, so just keep that your firing area on them for a little bit, and it'll lock onto them. Now if you find yourself on the other end of an Apache, use a Rhino, it'll lock onto them. Use proximity launchers and get your friend and teammates helping. You know, even LMGs, anything that can pump bullets into them, that'll help. But there's the final kill. I hope you like it. I think I ended up 22-5. But try sniping if you haven't. It's a lot of fun. Hey, make sure you check out my YouTube channel. It's Judgment Awaits. And hope you like this video. Take care and God bless.